Ovietime George, who is in Ewohimi, to tell us what's going on right there. Thank you for keeping us posted right there at Ewohimi. Ovietime George, tell us what's going on.
Well, I would say finally the deed has been done. After waiting for over 2 hours, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Asue Ighodalo, has cast his ballot alongside his wife, his brother, family members, and all those who have lined up here in this Ward 1, Unit 3. Yeah, that's it. So it was a long wait earlier in the day. We were in the rain. The elderly are still queuing up over there to cast their ballot. That is more like a democratic spirit. Well, they've done their civic duties. What else? They just have to wait. But there are calls by the candidate of the People's Democratic Party for an extension of time because voting actually started here quite late. So the crowd is still here. At this point in time, I'd like to invite Pastor Itua Ighodalo, and he will be talking with us now. Of course, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Chief.
I would like to ask a rhetorical question while you're facing the camera. Why are you here?
I'm here to cast my vote for the PDP and the candidacy of my brother, Asorime Ighodalo.
Okay, you've looked at the process so far. What do you think, despite starting late here, the INEC arriving quite late, and look at the roads, the distance and everything, you could excuse them logistical challenges?
Well, that's what Aswe said. He said, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. The roads were tough, and maybe they could have left earlier or be here since yesterday. And then there was a rain this morning. You don't rule out that. For me, it's a shower of blessing. It's cooled the atmosphere down. It's given us a pleasant atmosphere. Still dropping slightly, but it's not enough to deter the people. But once they came, you must give it to them. They got on top of their game, pasted the list on the walls, and decided the process immediately. The people waited patiently, meaning that they knew exactly what they were coming to do, and they were determined to exercise their democratic franchise. And then since then, it's been orderly, it's been peaceful. The elders have been treated very well. They were given seats to sit on, and the younger ones stood in a line, and it's been one by one, turn by turn. I'm delighted with the process so far. In this place, everything's gone well. So we thank God, and we're hoping for very, very favorable outcomes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Showers of blessings, you said. I thought you were going to speak some prophetic declarations on my head. Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you.
All right. Okay, it's back to you in the studio. It's beginning to drizzle so that the questions come.
All right. Ovietime, if I may just have a quick one. What was the mood like, before you got to Ewohimi? Some of the areas you've touched on before you got to Ewohimi, what was the mood of the electorate like in terms of, coming out to vote, as it were?
Well, I didn't see much because at the time I left, it was very early in the day. Imagine setting out at a few minutes past 5 a.m. But I saw people trooping out in their numbers at various communities as we drove past, heading to Ewohimi here. So I could more or less hazard a guess here that they started voting long before the INEC officials came here. But one thing is quite certain. I've seen a demonstration by the people that they want to participate in the democratic process. They want to have a say, let their votes count. That has been the talk, even in the build-up to the election. They say they want to see a leader emerge who has empathy and connects with the people, not just in the city Benin, that is the capital, but also in the hinterlands and, of course, the far-flung communities where, despite the harsh economic realities in Nigeria today, they believe a good leader can cushion the effect of that challenge and that hardship. That welfare, I repeat, should be a focal point, something he could achieve. Should I say she also, because I hear there's one female governorship candidate surrounded by 16 male candidates. What are her chances? I wish her well.
All right, I'm saying that you're being guided by both on the left and the right with men wearing blue, but I would like to find out from you, the turnout, is it satisfactory at this moment in time? Or what is the state over there?
in Ward 1, Unit 3. Fantastic. Maybe the cameraman can follow me. Turn. We have to go on a journey right now. Turn, please. You can see after that, more persons are still casting their ballots. Look at the long queue. Please come. Look at the long queue. And one fantastic thing these people have done that is quite amazing is that the elders are giving plastic chairs to sit. Look at them. Look at Mama. Mama, oh, please come forward, please. Look at Mama. Mama, how are you?
Fine.
Ah, Mama is fine. Mama, you're fine. Mama, you want to vote. How old are you?
Helena.
Oh, Mama, no. How old is Mama? Mama is what? She's 75 now. Well, this is quite impressive. The first woman to cast a ballot was quite older than she is. I could hazard a guess that that woman should be about 85 or 86. Come, please, 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 please. How old was that woman that cast a ballot, the first woman?
96 years.
96? Yeah. She was aided, and then she climbed up. The INEC had to give her that preferential treatment for her to cast a ballot to be the very first person in this Ward 1 Unit 3, Ewoimi. Yes. Okay, so the outcome, just look at this now. Yes. The turnout is impressive.
Yes, yes,
Thank
very.
you. Say no more. Yes. Say no more.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're still here.
Well, I'd just like to know if what's it called now, the ratio of the older people to the younger, because there were predictions that it will be more of young people voting this time around. But it looks like you've had more of the older generation in that polling unit.
Believe me, I am surprised. I am shocked. I am shocked by the turnout of the elderly persons here. When you look at the elderly people, they don't seem to exhaust the number. My cameraman will turn this way now, so you'll be seeing the elderly people. Look at them. Turn. Look at them. They are still here. A woman is even having an umbrella here. The youths are many, quite many here, but the elderly people, I don't know, you can't exhaust the number. They are still coming. Mama, how are you?
I'm blessed, and you?
I'm fine. You say you're blessed?
I'm highly blessed.
Okay. How old are you, ma?
I'm 76 years old.
76 years old?
Yes.
Mama, what if INEC says it's time up, everyone should stop?
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. And I know they will not say it. They won't say it. They won't have the guts to say, because they didn't start on time. They started around 11. How would they have said it is time up? No, they can't say it.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
Okay, a determined woman, dogged and grim, quite resilient, saying INEC cannot stop voting. At the time earlier communicated, because at this particular ward and polling unit, voting, accreditation and voting started quite late. So you see, the enthusiasm is still there. People are still here. I dare say, maybe I'm wrong, the elderly are more in number than the youths.
Very good, Ovietebe. Can you give us an insight on the security arrangements where you are? I'm yet to see a policeman, but it seems to be peaceful. But what do you make of scenarios, along the route towards Ewoimi and the places you've touched on?
Yes, security. Well, I saw a few policemen and a few policewomen. I can't see any military personnel here, none whatsoever. But the place is peaceful. No, there's no scuffle, there's no argument. I'm really comfortable working here. You can see the gusto and the confidence with which I deliver here now. Nothing, no tension. There are times where you could hear gunshots from a distance, or there will be tension, people will be running away. This is not that kind of scenario. Everywhere is peaceful. And they're not just voting and leaving. Some would just go outside the gate and wait. I guess they're waiting for the normal counting to take place here, which they normally do before the very many processes all the way to the declaration at the collation center or something like that. So the security is quite impressive. I pray it's the same elsewhere. I cannot see what's happening elsewhere, but I just pray, because this is what Nigerians want. No tension at all.
All right, no tension, no pity. I mean, let's focus on the process itself. How has it been? Has it been seamless in terms of the beavers, machines? Have they actually worked? Have they been seamless in terms of also the voter register? Has it tallied with what they have on ground and the rest of them? Have there been complaints by voters about probably missing names and the rest of them? Talk to us about the electoral process itself.
Okay, the beavers machine, the ballot papers, everything is in perfect condition. You see, initially there was this tension if the officials actually forgot something. They searched and then they found everything in their boxes and everything. There has not been one complaint which has characterized voting in Nigeria in the previous years. You know what we're talking about. I witnessed firsthand years ago when former President Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan cast his ballot in Otueke. Electronic device that he introduced actually became his undoing. But subsequently, I've seen that happen even to former Presidents Muhammadu Buhari. But this time around, should I say I'm giving credit to INEC? I might say it's early days yet, but they've been voting and none has come to complain. I wish I could just be everywhere to tell you that the machines are working quite fine. This should be sustained, and in the end, the electoral umpire body will get the plaudits for well-organized election without hitches. Praying also that we won't hear of any glitches in the IREV.
Some interesting lines there. But, you know, you talked earlier to some people at that polling unit, and it appeared that as at 10 a.m., they had not received the election materials. I'd just like to know if any of them returned home, because, you know, most times when things like that happen, they get discouraged and then they go back home. But it appears that everyone stayed through till they got the materials.
Well, I did say earlier that the people here are dogged and grim, quite resilient. They complained bitterly when the INEC officials did not show up early, and when eventually they showed up, somehow they forgot about their anger and began to queue up because they wanted to cast their ballot, exercise their franchise if you wish. So there's a particular guy I've been looking out for. He was so angry. We even had him live, but I think he has cast his ballot and he's not complaining anymore. So everything is going on smoothly. The prayer is it should be sustained till the end. Nobody would complain in the end that he or she was shortchanged or disenfranchised. That's the prayer.
And we hope that that would be the case in the other, you know, polling units that the election is taking place. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed on the occurrences right there in Iwoimi. Ovieteme George, Rise News correspondent.
Thank you.